Check one, check one. We are live here at Breckenridge. The McCall Mountaineers coming to visit. Two-game series in McCall was split when the Vipers traveled that way up to Idaho. The first game ended in an OT loss, with 4-4 going into the overtime period. The Mountaineers got the fifth one of the game to secure the first game of that series. Vipers come back the next night and secure a win, 4-2. They come out of McCall with 3 points. As we drop the puck, we start things off here in Breckenridge, a 2-game series here tonight, and another one follow tomorrow night. Vipers enter the zone momentarily as McCall turns away. Breckenridge blows a tire, turnover, shot from the slot blocked off the shin pad of Hot. McCall still skating around the blue line. Pass goes off the skate into the corner. And McCall holding the zone. Bernstein gets his shin on one, makes a block. He's got almost a free goal there for the Vipers. He had nobody in the way of him. Breakout, a 1-on-none. And now the other way. Vipers skated out. That's Cole Cavey, who has played a few games on the road for the Vipers, and this is going to be his first home game tonight with the Vipers. Got himself 3 points last week against Vail when the Vipers traveled to Vail for night 2 of a home-and-home. Exciting series that was last weekend. Vipers with a huge comeback win against Vail night 1 at home to win 6-5. And nearly an errant puck floating around. Houlihan gets his stick on it. Had a couple shots at it. McCall moves it the other way. They have a breakout. Shot, save, Engelbert. Goes into the corner. Gallo trying to clear to Kreider, and that's a goal for McCall there. Looked like Mason Gallegos picked up the mess, and that's just some sloppy defense down there in front of Engelbert that led to an opening goal for McCall. Kendall Battenberg and Houlihan playing on that top line for the Vipers tonight. The Baileys and Ivory on the second line. Nice back check by backhand attempt, save Engelbert. A rebound shot by Asenio. He picks it up and sends it around the horseshoe. Goes out to the point. Shot stays on the ice from the point. Vipers can't clear. McCall controlling things still, winning the battle on the boards. And finally, Breckenridge able to clear and get a change. Battenberg and Houlihan come on the ice. Battenberg was wide open in the slot all alone. Outlet pass goes off the skate of a Mountaineer, and that is KV chasing it down. Vipers push it in. Houlihan and Battenberg closing in on it. It's pushed out. Vipers have to touch up. Hott and Ottenreith, the top D pair tonight. Kreider and Cavey playing together. And then Gallo, the fifth D man. So most likely they will probably switch things up on D out throughout the night. They won't stay paired up. 4.5 minutes into this one. I want to take a few. The Ramada in, your home away from home. Vipers dig one out of the corner of their own end, and Garrett Bailey skates it forward. He's got Mitch trailing. Shot goes wide into the corner. Ivory backhands it back to Mitch Bailey. Ottenreith is a shot. That nicks the glove. Palma. And they're back in quickly. Mitch along the right side takes a sharp angle shot that goes around to the point. Mike Ivory can't hold. Hott chases it down. Mountaineers going to change. Hott picking up some speed, skating through neutral. Flat shot from the blue line, that's gloved, and juicy rebound opportunity, but he's a little late to his own rebound. Skating forward, a shot, that hits the post. That was Lawson, who was all alone. Had a chance on Udelbert, who moves into 3-0. Turnover. Bernstein's shot, that's gloved. Bernstein's there. Mountaineer kind of loses his head for a moment. That's gloved by Cup. Bernstein, Noble, and Lynch out there, they started the game. Touched in underneath. Lynch moves it around the boards. Noble throws a hit. Bernstein comes up with it. He's at the left dot. Looking for a pass, avoiding a hit. Paul skates it out. Kipper pushes a man over into the corner. McCall awaits their own change. Shot. Save Engelbert. Rebound. Another rebound. And the slot has been wide open, and that puck goes out of play. Asenio was hanging out there in the slot, had 2 shots at it. 2-0 to score if you're just joining us. 6.5 minutes into this contest. Night 1 of the back-to-back. The Idaho team traveling here for the 3rd game of the season series. Backhand to the slot, Ottenreith there to turn it away, push it in deep underneath Engelbert. Houlihan comes up with it. He's going to take it himself through neutral. And he takes a sharp angle shot. That's saved. And the puck gets cleared all the way down to Engelbert. It's on net, so no icing. And Ottenreith backhands one up through neutral. Battenberg's there to pick it up. He goes down into the corner underneath Kama. And a pass to Kendall goes through his legs. Houlihan comes up with it though. Houlihan surveying. No look shot. That goes off the right shoulder of Kama. Good Good look for Houlihan. Houlihan holds it in. Hott sends it into the corner. It's moved around. Back to Hott in the other corner. Kendall takes a boarding shot. He goes head first into the wall. And that's going to be Nolan Stanley spending some time here in the box. Stanley doesn't like the call. He thinks Kendall's being a crybaby or something like that. He's crybaby hands. But that's going to be 2 minutes for the Vipers. Chance to cut the lead down in half. The Baileys out there with Ivory. And it's cleared immediately. Down to Engelberg. Gallo surveys. He takes off. Over to Hott. Hott moving it through neutral. Takes it in himself through his legs to Mitch Bailey. And Mitch Bailey, he gets poke checked away. Minute 20 remaining on the power play. 7 shots on net for each club. 2-0 the tally for the visitors. Hott goes in deep, carries it himself underneath, it's taken away. McCall's able to clear again. Mitch Bailey throwing a hit. Now Garrett Bailey carries in and tries to dump it to Mitch. Cleared again. Vipers not able to get a shot on net yet. There is 45 seconds remaining now in this power play. Pavey takes it in himself, carries it around the net. Tries to move it out to the point, gets it to Kendall, back to Kipper. Shot from Garrett Bailey. Oh no, that's a pass, backhand from Mitch Bailey. They hold the zone. That's Garrett Bailey now, and a block shot. McCall clears again. Good PK for the Mountaineers. On the Stanley boarding call. Still a few seconds left. Kendall takes it in. Goes around the world. Back to Caden. Battenberg now in the corner and goes out to nobody at the blue line. Ottenreith was standing on the red line. Now Houlihan charges through the middle of the ice, splits a couple guys, but he gets taken down. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the first here. Now Hott, slap shot. That goes wide left. Battenberg now from the top. He misses wide right. Ottenreith holding it down into the corner. McCall able to sussel one out in neutral. They have a 2-on-1 against Hott. Hott goes after the man. The pass is made. Engelbert, save. That's underneath the pad. It'll be blown dead. Face off coming. Take one of our sponsors, Whiskey Star, up in the skybox if you are looking to get a nice view up, an elevated view of the ice, and some barbecue while you're here. Thank you, Whiskey Star. Shot there, tip by Crichton. Other way for McCall. 1-on-1. Shot, save Engelberg. McCall holds the zone. Not for long. Ryder moves it forward to Lynch. Lynch drops it back and misses Kipper. Call going the other way now. breakouts for either team. Shot from the slot, save Engelbert, goes into the corner. Held at the point, moved down underneath. Slap shot from the blue line. Gallo is there to flip it out into neutral. Vipers get a change. Mountaineers carry it down the left side. Lynch there to throw a hit. Ottenreith carries it through. Icing call as his pass misses at the blue line. 11 shots to 9 in favor of the Mountaineers. 7:59 remaining in this contest. Going back to that weekend in McCall, some of the standouts for the Vipers were Garrett Bailey getting 3 points, Battenberg getting 3 points in the first game. Ivory scanning, goes through the slot looking for Garrett Bailey. Goes into the corner though, and there's a battle behind Common. Mitch Bailey still pestering, he holds his own. Spinorama, now he's at the blue line, sends it down to Garrett Bailey, backhand to the slot, only a McCall Mountaineer there. Stanley clears it, he'll get an icing call. Face off to the glove side of Kama. Battenberg, Houlihan, and Kendall out. Face off goes into the corner. Houlihan and Battenberg battle. Try and move it around. It's going to get cleared, and that's most likely iced. Back-to-back icings. They'll run it back. Vipers a little slim on the roster today. They've got a few injuries, logistical mix-up on guys. And so they are playing without that fourth line and that sixth D-man. But they still do outnumber McCall, who's traveling light as well. Shot from the blue line that runs into Kendall. Battenberg gets it back. Gallo shot, save. Good look, that is on the blocker side. Now Kendall tries to Michigan it through. His stick goes flying. He takes a hit in the process. Hawk comes up with it. He goes all the way across to Gallo at the blue line. Gallo fires one through the crease. No one there to tip it. And now McCall's off to the races. Save Engelbert. Now Gallo the other way. Miscommunication, and whistle is going to blow things dead. We're going to get a hold. And that's going to be, looks like on the captain, Rick Battenberg, who's going to spend 2 minutes over here. Rarely do we see him spend time over in the box. First look at Breckenridge PK tonight. We got Lynch, Noble, Ottenreith, Cavey out there. Vipers able to clear it. Some of the top scorers for the visitors, Zalemski, May, and Cooney, who are playing tonight. They played well in the series back in Idaho. Penalty kill starting off great. Vipers able to clear it again. McCall having trouble entering there. Mountaineers finally move it in. Backhand pass is errant. Mitch Bailey's there to get in the way. Goes down into the corner now. And Bernstein comes up with it. He's just going to backhand it down the ice. They'll get a change for a couple guys. Gallo and Kipper come out. Mitch Bailey comes up with it. He gets a shot off, blocked. Mountaineers playing physical. A lot of hitting going on, and temper's flaring up a little bit. Mountaineers carrying it in. Is that a save, Engelbert? I see the net pop. I don't know. Looks like Engelbert gobbled that one up. .449 remaining. 21 seconds left on the Battenberg hold. And things getting a little chippy already with a long weekend ahead of us. Neutral zone face-off. Ivory on the dot. He sends it deep into Mountaineers ice. And the Mountaineers miscommunicating there. They got the one good look on this power play, but other than that, not doing a great job of making it through neutral. They hold at the point. Slap shot, that goes way wide left. Wraps around, Garrett Bailey there. It's taken away though. Mountaineers move it in underneath. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Errant pass goes out to neutral. Mountaineers take it back in. Pass through the crease there. Bit of a chance there for McCall. They skate around hot. They go in deep. Hold the zone. Slap shot from the blue line. Tip opportunity there. Misses wide. Battenberg up to Garrett Bailey. He's all alone. He's going to get a look. Oh, and a save. Kama, good job. And then Staley there with the big hit. And there's going to fight breaking out. Ivory goes after him. And Stanley, who got the boarding call, he goes after Garrett Bailey, and Ivory comes in to back him up. Didn't really turn into a fight. We'll see what comes of this. I imagine Stanley's going to come back and spend some time here on the bench in the sin bin. Now we will see a conference of the captains to talk about what just took place down there. I have a feeling that Stanley isn't done spending time in the box this weekend. Vipers look to be going back on the power play, the second man advantage they will have tonight. Here in the first period, 3:23 remaining. Ivory looked to be walking off of the bench back to the locker room. I guess Ivory's going to get 5 minutes, so he's been sent off. Ivory coming in late. They're going to throw another Mountaineer in the box here. Joining Stanley is McKieran. Off the face-off, cleared immediately by the Mountaineers. Hot moving up quickly. Hits the brakes in the corner, setting things up. Pass to Battenberg. He goes through some stick traffic. Back to Hot down underneath. Pass through the crease. Houlihan and Kendall were there. Neither could get a stick on it. Houlihan from the other side. Throws it off his teammate. Kendall is down. He's having trouble. He needs to get off the ice. Mountaineers move it forward and nearly find an outlet pass to a streaking skater down the middle. Vipers able to get a stick on that. Ottenreith carries it in. Slowly moves methodically through, and a good pass. And a save by Kama. Ottenreith down through the bottom of the slot to Kendall, who ended up staying on the ice. He gets a good look and nearly puts one through the 5-hole of Kama. Tough shift for Kendall. Takes some friendly fire and then ends up staying on the ice, getting a shot on net. Davey moves it around, shot. That goes off the dome of Kama and out of play. Kama shakes that off. They'll drop the puck on his blocker side. Another shot, that goes high. KV getting another look off of the face-off, and that is chested by Kama. They'll take things to the other dot on his glove side. The Bailey's out there with Bernstein. Goes back to KV. He holds the line only momentarily. Vipers have to retreat. 35 seconds remaining. They have the length of the sheet to go now. KV carries it through a skater. Puts it around off the back of the boards to Mitch. Mitch Bailey out to Bernstein. Bernstein back to him. Underneath to Garrett Bailey. Garrett Bailey now out to the blue line. That's Bernstein. Sends one in and a tip by Mitch Bailey. That goes wide. McCall able to clear, and they have killed 2 penalties now. Both teams 0 for on their power plays. 2 for the Vipers and 1 for the Mountaineers. Davey takes it in down the left side. Pass to Garrett Bailey. Right on his stick. Can't quite lift it over a pad. McCall ices it. 13 shots each. We have 1 minute remaining in the first opening period of this weekend. Face-off goes into the corner. Lynch chases it down. McCall sends it around the boards. Hot holds it in. Now Noble. Shot was blocked by a stick. He was loose in the slot for a moment. Mountaineers carry it out. 40 seconds remaining. Ball sends it down the ice. It's a shot on net, no icing. Ottenreith moves it around to Hot, and there's 25 seconds remaining. Vipers carry it out. Dan Ottenreith holding at the blue line. He gets his look. Oh, and a glove save by Kama. Ottenreith sends it over to Noble. Noble gets a stick on it, looking cookie jar. Kama looking sharp to start this one off. 12 seconds now as the face-off is going to be dropped down on the Mountaineer side of things. Battenberg gets it back to Houlihan. Houlihan, that's gloved away into the corner. Now back to Houlihan from Ottenreith. And that's going to run things down to the end of the period. We want to thank some of our sponsors. Cliintel Capital. The Ramada Inn, your home away from home. Vail-Summit Orthopaedics. Breckenridge Grand Vacations. We will be back with second period action here momentarily. We'll see you in a few.
Belgium Brewing is a proudly American sponsor and shooter. You can brew Ranger Mountain Power or Fruit Slash Hard Seltzer. Also, thank Whiskey's There Are Still Palace. We are Skyhouse sponsor. Cliintel Capital, representing sponsor. KSMT Neurosurgery. Ollie's Grub. Breckenridge Distillery. Ramada.
are back at the Steve in Breckenridge. The McCall Mountaineers taking an early lead with back-to-back goals around 3 to 4 minutes into the opening frame. Vipers getting 2 chances on the man advantage, not connecting on either. McCall also getting a man advantage opportunity and neither hitting on the power play. Both teams getting a few breakaways, a few open shots on net. The goaltender for the Mountaineers, doing a good job. We want to thank some of our sponsors before we get going. Craniology Breck, the Ramada Inn, New Belgium. Get your mountain time and your Voodoo Rangers here at the Steve when the Vipers play. Face-off turns into a neutralized scramble. Both teams trying to set something up on offense. And an errant pass goes off Marquise Prentice, who's wearing the zebra stripes tonight. He has played for the Vipers. Last season, he got a few games in with Breckenridge. And it goes off of him into the McCall bench. They'll drop it at neutral. Bernstein sends it around, horseshoes it around. Lynch cuts it down. Now Hot with it. Backhanded by Bernstein down underneath. Hot skating behind, wraparound attempt. Shot. That was from Lynch and just doesn't get enough of an angle on it. It goes right through the crease behind Kama. Another look for Lynch there. Good job by Hot, bringing that thing around, firing it across to Lynch. Lynch just missing. Engelbert first to come out and play a puck. A blown tire there by Gallegos. And now a slap shot blocked by KV. Bernstein back over to KV. KV moves it forward, finds Houlihan. Houlihan tries to dangle it through, and they're going to call offsides. It looks like Rick Battenberg might have been a little bit over that blue line when Houlihan entered. 2-0 to score. If you're just joining us, a minute and a half into the second period. These teams split back in McCall in January. An overtime win for McCall in Game 1. Vipers win 4-2 Game 2. Engelbert closes his 5-hole up as a streaking Alec Casino goes in there. Splitting a couple defenders. Another rush for a skater tonight. Battenberg pushes it back into the corner. KV retreats. Tries to send it around the defender. Gets it back. Pass misses Houlihan. Trickles down the length of the ice. McCall will reset. Saucer pass up to neutral ice. Carried in. Pass to the slot. Houlihan takes it. He's got a 1-on-2. Now Kendall joins. Shot. Gobbled up by Kama. He has been sharp. That is 17 saves for Kama. Chris Kama really standing out tonight, keeping his team's 2-goal lead intact. Mitch Bailey moves it up to the point, and Hot holds it in. McCall taking their time and retreating. Garrett Bailey pressing. He gets the puck, takes it away, and a whistle blows things dead. We're going to get a high stick call on Garrett Bailey. Man advantage for the Mountaineers. So now 2 power plays for each side. This to be the second for the Mountaineers. May on the dot, pushes it into the corner. Gallo is able to flip it out. 17 minutes remaining in the second period. And now the man advantage for the Mountaineers enters. Taken away. Mitch Bailey flips it forward, trying to find Ivory. Ivory's off on his own. He's got a man chasing him down. Shot, high, save, comma, moved into the corner. Good work by the Vipers to get a rush. Now Hott's able to clear it. That goes down all the way to comma. 1:05 remaining now in the power play. Skated through. Matt Harris taking it all on his own, getting a shot. It goes into the belly of Engelbert. Now 1 minute remaining in the Garrett Bailey high stick. Senio wins it back. It goes to the point. Finds Opie-Dyke. Opie-Dyke moves it over. Comes back to him, but he can't hold the line. Errant pass. McCall will have to skate it back through neutral. They get in. It goes into the corner. That's Zaleski carrying it around. One of their better forwards. Shot from the slot. Zaleski moves it right over to Asenio. And that makes it 3-0 McCall. Zaleski fakes like he's going around Engelbert. Pushed the shot to the bottom of the slot. And Alec Asenio gets a tally. 3-0 McCall. Kendall carries it in after the face-off shot by Battenberg. That's saved by Kama. Cavey holds. Tries to slide a pass to the captain. Captain holds on to it. It's moved around well. And that goes off of McCall stick. Engelbert fires it forward, finding Cavey. Cavey touches it up to Kendall. Kendall back to Battenberg. That's actually Houlihan. Now Battenberg in the corner. Out to Houlihan. Houlihan shot. That goes high and out of play. Quick wrister. He has got that no-looker down. He'll look off a pass, fire it blindly with some heat. Houlihan, one of the standout players in the Vail game last week. Probably the most exciting Vipers game I've called. Vipers were trailing by 2 goals most of the game. And in an instant, they tied things up in the third period with around 6 minutes left and come out with the win. Houlihan getting that tying goal. Drop pass. Nobles intercepts from the dot. He puts it into the chest of Kama. Kama now with 22 saves on the night. We're over 5 minutes into this period. We want to thank Breckenridge Grand Vacations, Breckenridge Distillery, Cliintel Capital, Rick Battenberg's company, the owner of the Vipers. And a puck trickles in on Kama. He covers it up. He'll face it off again on his glove side. A delay on the dot. They'll send Mitch Bailey off, and Mike Avery will come in. Puck goes into the corner. McCall comes up with it. They take their time and move it out. Dan Ottenreith there at the red line. Puts it back in. Garrett Bailey getting down there. Does some greasy work, gets the puck free. Now Hot, a shot. That goes into the glove of Kama. That thing had some heat on it from the outside top of the right circle. Both teams get a change. Hot will stay out. Noble, Lynch, and Bernstein get their turn. Hot moves it over to Ottenreith. Ottenreith's shot hits a stick. He throws a hit as the puck goes the other way. Hot runs it down. Ottenreith forward to Lynch. Lynch across to Bernstein. Vipers are in. Back to Lynch. Block shot. That's going to go up out of play into the stands. There's a souvenir for some of the nice locals in Breckenridge. If you're out in Summit County this weekend, go to Fifth Avenue Grill for your chicken and waffles. Or try Ollie's Pub and Grub if you want to go have a beer at a local place. Face-off controlled by Mountaineers. They send it out. Kipper gets outraced to it. McCall holds his own temporarily. Gallo takes it away. Tries to find Lynch, just outstretched of his stick. Lawson moves it out. He carries it himself but lets it go, thinks a teammate's going to take it. Battenberg comes up with it. Now Battenberg flips it forward to Bernstein. He wants it back. Flip to him, right on his backhand. It slides off his stick. Bernstein able to hold it in. Now it's Battenberg and Houlihan. Oh, and a save. Kama has just been sharp. Battenberg puts it right through the crease to Houlihan. And from point blank, Kama gets from post to post in a opportunity the other way for McCall. Now Houlihan from the right circle. Drops it down to Battenberg, and Battenberg throws it off a skater. Kendall was there to try and clean it up. Battenberg takes a big hit in the corner after that series. Mountaineers now threatening. Kendall moves it off the boards to himself. Mitch Bailey follows. Shot, block off the shin pad. McCall doing a good job of just getting in the way of a lot of these shots. Zaleski, sharp angle, it goes off the side of the net. Houlihan surveys. He's going to skate it out himself. Gets some speed. Moves through a couple players. Goes around to the right side. Drops it back to Cavey. Cavey now in the corner. He backhands one. Finds Hot. Save, Kama. Mountaineers missed their pass. It's chipped off the boards to Garrett Bailey. Now Cavey's in. Backhand from Hot. Kama doing a lot of work. 26 shots on goal and 0 have gotten through. Now Mitch Bailey to Ivory. Another save, Kama. He's getting post to post quickly. Vipers trying to move it through the slot. Another shot. That one goes wide. Ottenreith holds at the point. Moves it over to Kipper. Kipper now. He carries it into the corner. Flips it around. Finds Ivory. Ivory goes back to him. Ivory gets it underneath the Ottenrees. Now Garrett Bailey is save, comma. Mountaineers now off. They carry it down with some speed, drop it back. Engelbert's going to have to cover that one up. Chris Kama, the player of the game so far, he is undefeated against the Vipers. 27 saves on 27 shots. The enigma that is Kama, Vipers have not found an answer to that riddle. It is 3-0 Mountaineers. And their goalie is standing on his head tonight. Halfway through the game. 30 minutes left in regulation. Lynch backhands one in. Noble will go after it. Mountaineers get it just over the blue line, so the Vipers have to tag up, and now Mountaineers try and run it down the slot. Cavey there to clear. Gallo comes up with it. Sends it up to Noble. Now Bernstein will pick it up, carry it in. Tries to drop it to the slot and find Noble. Noble, a shot! Goal! A rebound off of a play. Finds Noble on the left dot. And just as I'm speaking about Kama throwing a shutout, he gets beat top shelf. Noble with the first tally of the night, 3-1. Luke Noble with the helper from Bernstein. Battenberg carries it in quickly. He's through the slot, takes a shot. Nearly finds the 5-hole. Hott and Houlihan run into each other. Now Ottenrees alone with a 2-on-1. Actually a 3-on-1. Save Engelbert. That was a 3-on-1. Dan Ottenrees all alone. Houlihan and Hott run into each other. And there's no one else back there. If McCall had just thought to pass, there was a lot of different options there. Engelbert shows up with a save. Face off won by the Vipers. Gallo sends it up to Ivory. Poke checked away. Backhand. Save Engelbert. Second chance. Big hit. There's a McCall Mountaineer down in the boards. I don't think there's a delay call. There is a delay call. I didn't see an arm up. And, man, I don't know if he's okay. That is Jacob May, who appears to be showing signs of a concussion. As he was trying to get up, he hits the wobbly legs and went back down. Marquise Prentice having a conversation with him down on a knee. But let's see who delivers this hit. May goes in. He takes looks like a clean shot. And May is looking wobbly, skating off. I think play was blown dead just because May was down. Hope it's not too serious. And yeah, they are going to call Mitch Bailey. Not sure if it was roughing or boarding. It didn't look like a boarding call. I mean, it looked like, on that replay, unless he just got a chicken wing high or something. So Ottenreich's going to have to get off the ice now that they've confirmed the Mitch Bailey penalty. It's going to be 2 minutes for number 8. McCall getting their third man advantage of the night. Goes back to Stanley, and he barely keeps it on the blue line. He holds it in. Shot. Engelbert save. It looked like Kreider was screening him a little bit. Kreider takes a hit after that. Another shot goes wide, stays in underneath. McCall skating the perimeter. They move it up to the blue line now. Down into the right corner. Shot from a sharp angle. Save Engelbert. Gallo's able to clear. McCall has to retreat. Vipers get a change. Cavey and Bernstein come out. McCall cycles. Shot from the top of the slot. That just rolls off the stick. He kind of fans on it. Glove by Engelbert. A little bit of traffic and conversation in the blue paint. Three to 1 to score, Mountaineers. 7:21 remaining in the second period. 1:09 remaining now on the McCall power play for the Mitch Bailey Violets. Shot, and that was easy to find for Engelbert. That was Opie over here from the top of the left circle. And this could change things up. McCall is already a little short at forward. Opie sends it forward, a tip and a flip in and save Engelbert. Zach Lawson had a couple shots at it. Vipers holding on to this PK. 56 seconds now. Houlihan wins it back to the boards. Cavey tries to clear. It was held at the point by Opie. He gets it back, sends it underneath, finds Lawson. Lawson goes across, Bernstein clears. Kama comes way out of the cage. Houlihan down there pestering. Now Lynch, Bernstein, Hott, and Cavey on the kill. Lawson takes it into the corner. Takes a hit in the process. Hott comes up with it. Fires one the length of the ice all the way to Kama. And that should kill things off. Here comes Mitch Bailey out of the box. Hott throws a hit in the corner. Call skates it into the underneath, and they're having trouble moving Trevor Hott around. His stick comes loose. Picks it up. Lawson now. Gets it out to the point. Stanley, and a tip from Lawson. Save Engelbert. Vipers cannot clear. Now it's back to Lawson. In the slot. Save Engelbert. Point blank looks. That was Rupp on that last one. Now Mitch Bailey chases one down into the corner. Avoids a hit. Battenberg there to help. Now Lynch. Pass gets deflected, goes over the blue line. Now Engelbert must play it. Shots on goal have evened out after the Vipers had a commanding lead on that statistic. Kipper carrying it through on his own. Goes through. Score! Chris Kipper Kreider! A one-man show unassisted. Slices through the McCall defense like hot butter. Goes 5-hole. Vipers are back in this thing. Only 5 minutes ago or so, facing a 3-0 deficit, have crawled back into this thing, only trailing by 1 now. McCall moves it in quickly. A backhand pass misses the stick of Zaleski. Now Houlihan pushes it forward, goes around the skater. Kama will play it before Houlihan can get there. Now McCall has a 2-on-1. Shot that goes off Engelbert's shoulder and then the post. Houlihan now with Ottenreith. Back to Noble, who joins. Men down and the puck is loose. They blow it dead and the puck was still there loose. That was Houlihan who got some ice on his black sweater. Little traffic there in the crease. 4:20 remaining in the second period now. Kendall, Battenberg, and Houlihan out there for the Vipers. Cavey and Gallo retreat. They try and get in the way of the shot. Shot blocked by Cavey. He muscles a man out of the way. And Jacob May is back there on the ice. May, who had the wobbly leg. Cavey. Oh, Cavey goes through the slot to Houlihan. Good eyes there. Now a 3-on-1 for the Vipers. Battenberg, Kendall, and Ivory. Tic-tac-toe and a save, Kama. Oh, and a trickling puck goes over the blue line. Now a 3-on-1 for the Mountaineers. Shot taken, no passes on that one. It gets a piece of Engelbert. Gallo comes up with it. Moves it forward to Battenberg. Battenberg waits for his teammates to show up. Now Ivory. Ivory's pass gets sticked away. They'll have to touch up. Ottenreith off the boards to Kendall. Kendall goes around a man. Makes a move. Breaks some ankles. Hot now. Shot, and that trickles into the air. Ivory holds it in. McCall survives. 2-on-2. Shot from the top of the slot. Engelbert's stick pokes it into the corner. Good move. Ottenreith the other way. Behind his back, backhand, and he's looking for Mitch Bailey there. You wonder throughout this weekend if McCall. Oh, now we have gloves drop. Mitch Bailey and Nolan Stanley. Stanley, who's been the aggressor, and Mitch Bailey showing up. Stanley landing a couple rights to the ear. Now Mitch Bailey lands a couple. Yeah, Mitch Bailey. He eats a couple and then comes back and lands a couple. Staley's nose bridge is blasted open. And Stanley, who's spent a lot of time in the box, Stanley now has a little blood on the bridge of that nose. And what a right by Mitch Bailey. Right between the eyes. McCall, who's already short some skaters, now going to have to be skating without a guy. And it looked like Mitch Bailey actually threw a right, landed that, quickly switched his hands, and dropped a left on that nose. And now they're going to scrape some Stanley blood off the ice. Mitch Bailey now going to serve some time, some well-earned time. I think Breckenridge is happy happy on that one. They came out on top on that fight. So 5-on-5 hockey. Things are even. McCall pushes forward. They hold the zone. Hawk gets in the way of a pass. And, oh, look, Lawson hanging out down there and a pass from the point. He kind of fans on one and a turnover. That nearly turns into trouble. Now Bernstein is going to settle things down in his own zone. 1:05 remaining in the second period. Vipers have crawled back into this one after a 3-goal deficit. They now are down just one. Kreider, the goal scorer, fires one in and a shot. Looked like Lynch. Kama's going to gobble that one up. This YouTube stream is brought to you by Cliintel Capital, Breckenridge Distillery. They're not just a distillery, they got an awesome kitchen. Go to get a nice meal and take your lady friend or your man friend on a date there. Kendall goes across. Oh, and that rolls off of Battenberg's stick. Couldn't quite get everything on there. They had him beat post to post. Vipers try to hold his zone, but the puck squirts out into neutral. McCall's offsides. Gallo gets checks from behind. Now May, concussion May, almost gets a shot off. Kendall avoids a hit, and that man goes in the boards hard. That was pretty dirty there. Opie Dyke gets the worst of that collision. And that is it for the second period. Vipers win that period 2-1. They trail by 1. We want to thank Craniology Breck over on Main Street in Breckenridge. The Ramada Inn, your home away from home. New Belgium. Get your Voodoo Ranger and your mountain time here when you come see the Vipers live on the weekends. Vail-Summit Orthopaedics, Breckenridge Grand Vacations. And don't go away. We will be back in 17 minutes. My name is Tyler Bruce, joined here by Auden Pierpont. We'll be back. And we're back, live at the Steves. That's what we call it here, the locals. Stephen C. West Ice Arena. McCall wins the face-off, Noble chases, he blows a tire. Shots 34-28 Vipers, and the score 3-2 McCall. McCall hailing from and McCall able to put together a well-skating team on the reg. Face off down in front of Engelbert. Kendall wins it back. Ottenreith tries to wrap it around, and a McCall stick in the way. McCall holds the zone down deep in the corner now. Zielinski out to the blue line. Shot, tip, save Engelbert. That's Dan Ottenreith battling down there in the slot with Chase Cooney. Zielinski moves it forward. They go backwards. Ottenreith intercepts. Battenberg now with a head of steam up the left side. Takes a shot, goes wide left. Houlihan can't hold the point. Puck was trickling. Now Battenberg dumps it to Kreider. Kreider races in. Tries to dangle it through some legs. It gets turned away. Gallo pursues. That'll be an icing. We want to thank our sponsors here, the Whiskey Star. They are hosting the Skybox this season. Get your VIP tickets up there. Get you some grub. There's some mashed taters. There's some wings, hot sauce, queso and chips, and a very lovely bartender to serve you a drink of your choice. Breckenridge works it in deep. The puck is loose. Outside the crease, Lawson trying to push it out. Kreider attempting to hold it in. Now Lawson's off to the races. Lawson going down the right side. He scores. He beats Engelbert on the glove side. They extend their lead back to 2. Zach Lawson does it on his own. Clears the McCall zone, skates it through neutral, gets his body in front of Kreider, and rips a shot, finding the cookie jar. Face-off finds its way into McCall territory. It's chipped up out into the souvenir space. Another lucky fan. That must be 2 tonight. Free pucks. Come to a Vipers game, you could get a free puck. $18:10 remaining. Vipers chasing 2 now. McCall controls the face-off in their own zone. Cavey there, though, to be a pest. It gets it worked across to Ivory. Ivory now, from his knees, while he's going down to the ground, gets a shot off. Puck trickles out of the zone. And Hott moves it forward to Garrett Bailey. Garrett Bailey drops it to Cavey, but a couple boots click. And now a hit with Cavey. And Lawson's off on his own again. He gets tripped up by Engelbert. They're going to call that. I think Engelbert is guilty of throwing his stick out into Lawson's skates. The only question is who's going to serve the time. And Dan Ottenreith will do the honors. Dan doesn't mind getting a few more minutes. He's going to join Mitch Bailey in there, who still remains in there for dropping mitts, with Nolan Stanley busting his nose right open. McCall wins the face-off. They control around the perimeter. They move it back and forth from the blue line down to the right side. That's May. Through the legs. The puck is loose. Noble hacks at it. It does clear, but not that far. Now Jacob May, who passed the concussion protocol earlier after taking a hit into the wall, failed entry. Bernstein clears. A minute 20 remains on the power play. Or should I say penalty kill for the Vipers. This penalty kill brought to you by Breckenridge Distillery over on Airport Road. Go get your spirits and get a nice steak while you're at it. McCall enters. They go down to the corner. Cross-ice pass. They try to move it along the blue line, and the pass misses. May will reset. Moves it up to McKieran. McKieran tries to skate it around Noble. Noble flips it deep. Both teams work a change. 30 seconds left remaining in the power play now. McCall charges up the right side. Hott and Lynch getting in the way of a clean entry. McCall is able to stay in the zone though. A wraparound attempt at the dot of the left side. Mountaineers still hold it in there deep. Cavey blows a tire. Hott gets a puck. He flips it out and gets himself a shot on net. That does it for the 2-minute tripping call on Engelbert. Four to 2 the score. Mountaineers down a few skaters, still skating strong. Houlihan himself tries to split a couple guys. He takes a shot in the process, goes down. Now Houlihan holds it in along the boards, moves it to Kendall. Kendall a backhand. Kendall's backhand from the wall behind Kama nearly finds Houlihan. Kama has to cover. Mitch Bailey back on the ice now after spending it, 10 minutes over there? He must have been in the box for 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes. Mountaineers move it out of their zone. Now the Vipers take control neutral. Gallo moves it in. Holds at the point, fires it in there. It's gloved down. And there's a man sprinting loose. That's May. May, dangle it. Goes 5-hole. Save Engelbert. Tries to go 5-hole. Engelbert able to close it up. Another breakaway attempt. And when you're skating with a few men down, you've got some tired legs, more breakaways. Face-off won by the Vipers. They move it out of the zone, but not with control. .45 remaining. Shots on goal nearly even. Kama, for half of this game, a period and a half, just stood on his head. Wasn't letting anything in. He was being real stingy. Vipers move it up, clean. Lynch goes up the right side. Goes through the top of the crease trying to get Covey. Or Cavey. Still learning your name, sir. and a neutral ice mess. Back and forth. How many times can these two teams hack at this thing and stay between the blue lines? Bernstein gets shoved, continues to hold on to the puck though, carries it around, looking for a way out. Cross ice pass, touched by Houlihan. Now Battenberg springs into action, hits the break, waiting for more skaters. The Vipers must have been getting a change there. Took a while for everybody to join. Now Houlihan shot, and that is right into the belly of Kama. 12:31 remains. Vipers have been chasing the entirety of the game. 2 quick goals around minute 4 of the first period by McCall. Vipers brought things back within 1. Face off right to Gallo. McCall exits. Vipers get within 1 on the Kreider goal, and now McCall is back up 2. Shot, save Engelbert. And in between all the scoring was a big fight. Kudos to Mitch Bailey and Nolan Stanley putting on a bit of a show there. It looked like the beginning of the tilt. Stanley kind of had the advantage, and then quickly, Mitch Bailey with a right and then a left. Ottenreith goes all the way across to Ivory. Great pass. Ivory's shot goes high. Gets real close to finding at least iron. Garrett Bailey holds it down into the corner to Mitch Bailey. Out to Ottenreith. Ottenreith fires it kind of into the blender. Shot from Ivory goes high. Flipped up out and just gets over the blue line. Vipers tag up. Ottenreith touches it in. Turns it over. And now May is loose. Drops it back to Lawson. Off the shoulder and up out of play. Save Engelbert. That makes 28 saves for Engelbert. Make it 29. Kipper Kreider comes up with the face-off, and as he tries to flip it out, pops his guy Zach Lawson in the face. Lawson tells him no foul. They're going to run things back on the dot over there. Kreider comes up with the face-off again, tries to move it around the long way. Now Bernstein looks for an outlet pass. Just continues to skate, no lanes. He's going to fire it and horseshoe it around. Kama is able to cut that off. Turnover now. Cavey from the right dot, skates through it, drops it back to Noble, runs into a Mountaineer skate. And they have a man off. That's Zaleski. Hot, great defense, chips it away, creates space, backhands it out of the zone. Good work by Hot. Mountaineers back in. Fire a pass through the slot, finds nothing. They do hold. Oh, and they, same play as the second goal of the game. They move it off the boards right to about 5 feet outside the crease and pop it over Engelbert's right shoulder. And that is 2 of those. Five to 2, visiting Mountaineers. Pass to the slot, Battenberg Kendall can't come up with it. It's a 3-on-3. Drop back pass, miscommunication. Mountaineers hold its own temporarily. Pass to the top of the slot. They fire it out. It's going to have to be played by Kama. Just under 10 minutes remain in the contest. Night 1 of McCall v. Breckenridge. The series is tied after the first visit in McCall. Save Engelbert. That goes to the corner. Kendall moves forward. Looking for Battenberg or Houlihan. He just has to play it safe and dump it in. Ottenreith there, though. Backhands it to Battenberg. Battenberg couldn't quite corral it. Now Garrett Bailey holds the line. Gallo makes a move. Works it to Houlihan. My goodness. That thing fired off a pipe and up into the rafters. That had some sauce on it. Look out for the Houlihan wrister. You don't want to be standing in the way. Face off one back. Garrett Bailey scans. Goes across to Kreider, cutting down underneath. Kreider will carry it around. Battles in the corner. Garrett Bailey comes up with it. Saucers one to Ivory, and wow. Ivory barely misses that. Fires it way over the glass, but it was a wobbling sauce coming in there. So pretty good on Ivory for just getting a stick on that. Not even sure if that touched the ice. May flips one out, and Cavey is there. Cavey works up a head of steam. All the way on his own. Has to flip it up off the glass around, finding Ivory. Ivory horseshoes it around. Cavey's there. Cavey tries to send one to the slot. Fans on the pass. Three-goal deficit for the home team. They need to get to work if they're going to surmount this. Save Engelbert. We saw it last Friday, a 2-goal deficit. Vipers able to score 3 in the last few minutes of the game to win that one against their arch rivals across the Vail Pass, the Yeti. They would go on to play another close one the next night in Vail. Lose that 4-3. It's a fun weekend for the Vail and Breckenridge fans. It's definitely a different energy when those two teams are playing. McCall carries in a drop back pass from the right dot, saving the belly of Engelbert. Things will blow dead. Vipers tonight struggling a little on the power play, not able to put one in. You don't want to get too many of those without scoring. Viper special teams looking pretty good on the PK, though, nearly getting a short-handed goal. McCall, I think I'd have to give the most outstanding to Coma, or Kama. However he pronounces it, I might ask him after the game. Maybe I'll have it right tomorrow, but Kama has had quite the game. A very animated head coach on the McCall bench. He must have been looking for some sort of call. I missed that. Not sure what he's upset about. McCall wins the face-off, moves it out. Sent right back in by the Vipers. Mike Ivory, shot, block. Another shot from Mike Ivory off the wall. Save, comma. Vipers touch up, move it right back in. Mike Ivory from the top of the circle. That's sticked up over the glass. He pretty upset. He knows he missed that one. Caught a little too much ice before puck. .37 shots for either side. Lynch, Bernstein, and Noble now. Bernstein moves it up to Cavey. Cavey goes back to him. Underneath the Noble, backhand through the slot. Not really anybody there. Kicked into the corner by Cavey, and he goes to Noble. Noble shot, save, comma. Vipers touch up. Ottenreith looks for a man, dumps it to Bernstein. Bernstein not up the right side. He loses an edge. And it's held in at the point. Puck goes free. Zaleski, he can't chase. He has to get his change. Now Ottenreith back in. He gets poke checked away. They'll have to tag up again. 5:30 remaining. A lot of work to do for so little time. And trying to get past a goalie who has been extremely sharp tonight. Number 33 in white, Chris Kama. McCall works it in, holds the zone. Touched out by Houlihan. Vipers are offsides. KV has to retreat. Now May streaking past Battenberg, gets a shot off, save, and now a wide open man. And just a breakdown there. May gets his own rebound. Fires it from underneath the goal line. That extends the lead to 4. Strong skating team. They are down 2 less forwards than the Vipers and 1 less D-man. So still skating strong here deep into the third. We'll see if it continues for the entire weekend. These guys are from elevation. Vipers moving quickly. Garrett Bailey to Ivory, and now Mitch Bailey plants a man. But the other way, save Engelbert. Mitch Bailey now having a discussion with Chase Cooney, captain of McCall, sporting a wood chopping type beard. Kind of guy who's probably up there splitting logs, having a glass of whiskey by a fire. Engelbert touches one away into the corner. Mike Ivory saucers one, misses Garrett Bailey, icing. 4:10 remaining now. And a slew of injuries has got the Vipers down a few guys. Missing a whole and fourth line. Most games they have 4 full lines. And at least 5 D-men, and they are going 3 lines tonight. Tic-tac-toe, that's Lawson to Cooney. That makes it 7-2, adding insult to injury. J.R. Engelbert is going to skate off. Tom Brown is going to get some action with 4 minutes left in the game. So there were a few minutes in this game where things were close. Vipers had scored 2 unanswered. And that quickly in the last few minutes of this third period is turned into a butt whipping. McCall has piled on. And they seem to be clicking more in this third period than they were in the first two. If you're here in Summit County, come join us tomorrow night. We will run things back. Bernstein nearly gets a one-timer, but a stick gets in the way. That's Zaleski. Come see us tomorrow night at 7:30 here at the Steve. Now Mountaineers working their offense. And as it appears, things will go Mountaineers' way tonight. I do not see the Vipers surmounting a 5-goal deficit. Vipers will have to sleep on this one and make some changes before tomorrow's game. Shot goes wide. Cleared out of the zone. Kick to himself. Cavey goes to Houlihan. Houlihan off the pipe, and that's in. The tally is 3 now for the Vipers. Goal, Michael Houlihan. That snap wrister off the pipe. With 2:49 remaining. McCall sends it in deep. Battenberg is able to flip it out. Touched over to Houlihan. Houlihan wants another. Oh, another goal back-to-back. Houlihan with a shot. Kendall picks up the rebound and beats a stickless comma to make it 7-4. And right as I say they won't surmount a 5-goal lead, there's been 2 in about 18 seconds. Giving the fans a reason to hang around a little longer. They carry it in again. Backhand, save, comma. They leave that same line out. Houlihan, Battenberg, and Kendall, who connected on the last 2 goals. Now Houlihan's shot is blocked up into the netting. 2:09 remains. And they might just, who knows, leave them out there the rest of the game. Actually, no, they're going to bring the next line out. Kendall, with his delayed change, he's going to give a face wash and skate off. He gets a battering from the McCall coach. A very animated character, fun to watch over there. Off the face-off, a shot save, comma, held in by Ottenreith. Good stick. Ivory moves it around. Now Mitch Bailey touches it to the point. Hot with a laser beam goes high. Ottenreith, that goes off the pad of comma. Vipers hold. Ivory shot goes way wide. Hot holds the line though, sends it in. Garrett Bailey's there. And McCall gets their clear. They can breathe. They get a change as well, but quickly back in is Garrett Bailey with Mitch Bailey. He drops it back to Mitch. Shot, belly, save, comma. 1:28 now remains. It almost felt like the Vipers were going to score every 20 seconds, but that's just not realistic. Good to see a little life come back into the offense, though, before going into a repeat tomorrow night. May flips it out of the zone. We want to thank our sponsors for having us here. We're live on KSMT. Outlet pass, Mitch Bailey, but right into center mass. Thank our sponsors for having us live on KSMT. If you go to KSMT The Mountain's website, you can find the Viper stream live every home game. You can also find us live with audio and video on YouTube.com. Go to YouTube. You can stream us live. As always, I want to thank Auden Pierpont, our video producer here, audio engineer, man of many talents. I'm Tyler Bruce, joined here at the Steve for every home game the Vipers play. Houlihan dicing through, finally loses the handle, going through enough bodies. It's taken down into the corner and open net shot. That's going to be icing. 33 seconds now remains. We'd love to thank Fifth Avenue Grill over in Frisco on Main Street. Good folks there. Try the chicken and waffles. I know I say that every game, but it was life-changing. Ollie's Pub and Grub. Whiskey Star. Catering the Skybox and sponsoring it as well. Craniology Breck over on Main Street in Breckenridge. Get your noggin covers. Ramada Inn, your home away from home. Hot Wraith over to Hot, and that somehow hits a couple things, doesn't go in. Open net shot again. Hot has to chase it back, no icing. 20 seconds remains now. New Belgium, the creators of Mountain Time and Voodoo Ranger. Buy your New Belgium. And Ivory misses a shot wide as his frustration grows. And that'll do it. The buzzer sounds, the end of the third and final period of night one, McCall v. Breckenridge. And the visiting team will celebrate in front of the home crowd. The head coach for McCall leaves with a temper. And hey, come back tomorrow night. Breckenridge Vipers to even up the series at 2-2, and we'll be back here. Ramada Inn, your home away from home. Over in Frisco, New Belgium. I've said these two already, but we're going to go over them again. Vail-Summit Orthopaedics. If you've hurt some sort of ball and socket joint or your ankle, go see Vail-Summit Orthopaedics. Breckenridge Brand Vacations. If you're looking for that Airbnb, call BGV. Breckenridge Distillery over on Airport Road and Cliintel Capital. My name is Tyler Bruce here on KSMT The Mountain and YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow tonight. We're out.